Chosen one, pause for a moment and feel the shift in the atmosphere. Something sacred is happening behind the scenes, something your eyes can't yet see, but your spirit can sense. Heaven is not silent. The courts of glory have opened your file, and divine activity has begun in your favor. What once felt like endless delay has just been reclassified as divine acceleration. This is not imagination, this is activation. Heaven's ledger has turned its page to your name. The angels assigned to your destiny are already moving, arranging conversations, opportunities, and alignments that will carry you into a season of unstoppable flow. The spiritual transaction has already been signed, sealed in the treasury of God, and now released into the natural realm. You may not see the full picture yet, but the process has begun. Just like Daniel, whose prayers were answered the moment he spoke, even when opposition tried to interfere. Daniel 10:12-13. Your answer is already in motion. The delay was never denial. It was heaven preparing the perfect delivery. What's being released is not mere currency. It's divine energy, transformed into provision, favor, and opportunity. God is saying, I have approved it. I have authorized it. Now it shall manifest. Psalm 84:11 reminds us, For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord bestows favor and honor. No good thing does he withhold from those who walk uprightly. This is that moment. Chosen one, the one you've prayed for in the dark, the one your faith has been pulling toward you for years. Heaven is announcing your clearance. What was once withheld is now being released. Every obedient step, every faithful prayer, every time you kept trusting, even when nothing moved, heaven took note. And now, the unseen gears of divine timing are turning. The blessing is not pending, it's processing. Lift your head, breathe in faith. Something ancient and holy has begun to move in your direction. The vault of heaven has opened, and your name is written on the release. This is not coincidence. This is divine activation. Heaven is moving in your favor. Chosen one, the soil of your sorrow has not been wasted. Every tear you've shed in private, every night you laid awake wondering if God had forgotten you, has been watering the very ground where your miracle now grows. Heaven has never lost count of your cries. Psalm 56:8 declares, You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. Nothing you've endured has gone unnoticed. What felt like endless pain was really preparation for supernatural fruit. You have been sowing in the unseen, sowing in faith, in obedience, in sacrifice, and now heaven is commanding a harvest. Psalm 30:5 whispers, Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And chosen one, your morning is not approaching, it has arrived. Every no that broke your heart was a redirection. Every season of silence was a spiritual investment, accruing interest in heaven's economy. The very moments that made you question your worth were shaping your roots in endurance, faith, and compassion. God allowed those tears to water your destiny so that your character would be strong enough to sustain what's now being released. You didn't just survive, you planted. And now the divine soil has responded. Galatians 6:9 reminds us, Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. You didn't give up, and heaven took note. Your harvest will not be small or quiet. It will speak loudly, testifying to everyone who doubted you that God was faithful all along. The same ground where you cried will soon become the field where you dance. Chosen one, your tears were not wasted currency, they were divine seeds. And now the rain of favor is falling. The harvest is breaking through. Your mourning has matured into movement. Your tears have become testimony, and your harvest season has begun. Chosen one, you have walked through fires that could have destroyed others, but instead of consuming you, those flames refined you. The seasons that felt like punishment were actually purification. You weren't being buried. You were being built. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared. Every delay, every betrayal, every disappointment was heaven's training ground for your elevation. God never wastes pain. He refines vessels through pressure so that when promotion comes, they can hold the weight of glory without breaking. Like gold tested in the furnace, your value has increased through every trial. Remember Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, imprisoned for doing right, yet never abandoned by God. What looked like disaster was actually direction. Genesis 50-20 reveals his revelation. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. What they meant for evil, heaven turned into education. What broke your heart became your credential. In the refining process, you learned discernment, who to trust, when to speak, and when to stay still. You learned endurance, how to stand when storms raged. And most of all, you learned intimacy with God, how to hear his whisper in the wilderness. These lessons weren't optional, they were essential. Isaiah 48:10 says, I have refined you, though not as silver. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction. God used adversity to strip away everything, false ego, fear, doubt, so that only purity would remain. The old you could not carry the new assignment. Every tear forged resilience. Every setback built authority. The chosen are never refined for comfort. They are refined for calling. Your current strength is evidence that heaven has finished the molding process. The weight that once crushed you has now become your crown. You are emerging from the fire not fragile, but fortified. Your scars are not symbols of shame, they are signatures of survival. They prove you endured the heat and didn't lose your holiness. Chosen one, take a deep breath. You've passed the test. The refining is complete. The fire that tried to destroy you has only made you shine brighter. The furnace was never meant to end you, it was designed to reveal you. Now, the same fire that once tested you will light your path forward. You are not broken, you are refined. You are ready for greatness. Chosen one, heaven has reviewed your case and the verdict is in your favor. The scroll of remembrance has been opened, and your name shines upon its pages. Every act of obedience, every moment you chose integrity over convenience, every hidden sacrifice you made when no one was watching, all of it has been documented in heaven's archive. Malachi 3:16 declares, Then those who feared the Lord talked with each other, and the Lord listened and heard. A scroll of remembrance was written in his presence concerning those who feared the Lord and honored his name. Heaven keeps records. Nothing righteous you've done has disappeared into silence. It has been stored, sealed, and now remembered. There are angels who specialize in record-keeping, heavenly scribes assigned to note your faith, your prayers, your consistency under pressure. And now, they are presenting your file before the throne. The moment you thought God had forgotten you, he was preparing your public recognition. Your loyalty has been examined and found true. Think of Mordecai in Esther 6, a man who served faithfully, unrewarded for years, until one divine night when the king could not sleep. The records were opened, and his name was read aloud. That same supernatural recall is happening for you. Heaven's King has remembered your name. The angels assigned to your destiny are not debating your readiness, they are confirming it. They are releasing orders of movement, acceleration, and reward. Your faith has triggered divine authorization. What once seemed locked away in delay has been cleared for release. Hebrews 6:10 promises, God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown him. He has not overlooked your giving, your tears, your steadfastness. Heaven's justice demands restoration. Chosen one, your record stands approved. The heavenly seal has been set. The same angels that recorded your endurance are now carrying your reward. You are not waiting for validation from men. Heaven has already validated you. The scroll has been read, the angels are in motion, and the word over your life is clear. Approved, released, remembered. Heaven's record now bears your victory. Chosen one, you have reached the threshold of divine timing. The season you've been waiting for, the moment heaven has been preparing you for, is finally here. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment has been converging toward this appointed hour. The clock of heaven has struck now. Revelation 3:8 declares, "See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut." That is not a metaphor, it is a decree. The locks are broken, the barriers lifted, and the permission of heaven has been granted. Where man said no, God has whispered yes. You've been through seasons where doors slammed in your face. Opportunities vanished just as you reached for them. But those were not rejections, they were redirections. The wrong doors had to close so that the right one could open at the right time. Divine alignment is never rushed. It's revealed. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us, "To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven." You are stepping into your appointed time, not just a convenient one. God is not improvising, He is unveiling. What once felt like waiting was actually synchronization with heaven's calendar. Chosen one, you are not behind schedule. You are right on time. The door before you was not built by human hands, and therefore no man can close it. You won't need to force it open. It will open at your approach. This is your Kairos moment, the collision of divine purpose and earthly manifestation. Step forward with confidence. The same God who anointed David in obscurity is now ushering you into visibility. The doors that resisted you before will recognize your authority now. Heaven's password has been entered. Your access is granted. Walk through, chosen one. This is your appointed time. The door stands open, and your name is written on it. Chosen one, what God is doing in your life right now may not yet be visible, but it is very real. Beneath the surface of what looks still and silent, divine movement is taking place. The seed of your obedience, your faith, and your perseverance has broken open underground. Roots are forming where no one can see. Growth has already begun. Deuteronomy 28:2 declares, "All these blessings will come upon you and overtake you if you obey the Lord your God." That word, overtake, means it's already in motion. Your blessing is chasing you down. You don't need to chase what heaven has already assigned to find you. For a long time, you wondered why nothing seemed to happen after you planted in faith. You gave, you prayed, you waited, but the soil looked barren. Yet just like a seed in the dark, your promise was undergoing transformation. The breaking of the shell was not the end, it was the beginning. In the kingdom, manifestation always starts in mystery. Before the sprout reaches the surface, there is silent warfare beneath roots, wrestling through dirt, fighting for space and stability. Likewise, your spirit has been contending in hiddenness. What you called stillness, heaven called strategy. Isaiah 55:11 assures us, "So shall my word be that goes forth from my mouth. It shall not return to me void." That means the word spoken over your life is germinating even now. The unseen pressure you've felt lately is not resistance, it's growth. The soil must press against the seed for the stem to rise. Chosen one, the delay you perceived was divine incubation. God was protecting what He planted until the appointed time. Now the roots are deep enough, the soil is ready, and the command has been released. Break forth. What's about to emerge will be sudden to others, but not to heaven. This blessing was never random. It was rooted in obedience. Your breakthrough is not coming, it's sprouting. The rain of favor is already falling. Stand firm, chosen one. The surface may still look quiet, but beneath it, heaven's miracle has already taken root. Your breakthrough has germinated. The harvest is inevitable. Chosen one, heaven is preparing a table for you, and this time it will not be hidden. The same people who questioned your calling will witness your crowning. The same places that once rejected you will soon make room for your return. This is not revenge, it is redemption. It is the fulfillment of Psalm 23:5. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. For a long season, you were misunderstood, misjudged, and even mocked. You tried to explain your heart to those who could not see your vision. You were planted in obscurity, buried under the soil of silence, but heaven was using that hiddenness as protection. Public exposure before spiritual maturity would have crushed you. But now you are ready, and so is the stage. Like David, who tended sheep long before he was crowned king, your season of anonymity has equipped you for authority. 1 Samuel 16 shows us that when the time was right, God sent for David by name. You too are about to be sent for. Heaven is summoning your emergence. Job 42:10 declares, "The Lord restored his fortunes and gave him twice as much as he had before." This is not just recovery, it is multiplication. The double portion is the signature of divine justice. For every loss, there will be a replacement with increase. For every humiliation, there will be honor. Your pain has qualified you for platforms you didn't even pray for. You passed the test of humility in private, and now God can trust you with influence in public. The same spotlight that once burned will now bless. Isaiah 61:7 promises, "Instead of shame, you shall have a double portion, and instead of disgrace, you shall rejoice in your inheritance." Heaven is not only restoring what was stolen, it's restoring your dignity, your name, and your joy. Chosen one, this vindication will be undeniable. Those who doubted you will see that you were never forgotten. You were being prepared for this display of favor. So lift your head. You're not returning to the same stage you left. You're stepping onto a higher one. This time, the oil flows publicly. This is the season where heaven honors you openly for what you carried faithfully in silence. Your vindication has come. Your restoration is double. Chosen one, what heaven is releasing into your life now is not just abundance, it is assignment-funded favor. This wealth is not random, it is strategic. God is entrusting you with resources because He knows you will not worship them. You have been refined to handle what others would misuse. The blessing that's coming is not for status, it's for stewardship. Deuteronomy 8:18 reminds us, "Remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the power to get wealth, that He may establish His covenant." That means the overflow attached to your name carries divine intention. Heaven is not simply increasing your bank account, it's expanding your influence for impact. You have proven trustworthy in the famine, and now you will be faithful in the feast. Like Joseph, who rose from the prison to oversee Egypt's storehouses, your preparation in hardship was training for management in harvest. When the world experiences scarcity, you will carry the wisdom to distribute provision. This wealth is sacred, it comes with responsibility. God is raising you as a kingdom financier, a carrier of divine resources for divine purposes. Your provision will build altars, fund missions, feed the hungry, and restore dignity to those who've lost hope. Heaven's currency flows through clean hands. That's why the refining came first, so your heart would remain pure when the resources arrive. Proverbs 3:9-10 declares, "Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty." The first fruit of this blessing belongs to God. When you prioritize His kingdom, the flow never stops. Chosen one, your new season of abundance is not a finish line, it's a launching pad. The increase you carry is designed to ripple outward. You are being positioned to answer prayers you didn't even pray, to bless lives you'll never meet. Like Solomon, your wisdom and generosity will draw nations. People will come seeking not just your success, but the presence of God that rests upon it. You are being called to manage heaven's economy on earth. This is more than income. It's influence. More than blessing. It's blueprint. You are heaven's investment, and the return is about to multiply. Chosen one, prepare your hands. Prosperity is coming not to you, but through you. Chosen one, what God is releasing into your life is not confined to you. It is generational, global, and spiritual in scope. The blessing attached to your name will echo far beyond your address, your bloodline, or your lifetime. Heaven is raising you as a living testimony, a divine billboard of what happens when obedience meets favor. Habakkuk 1-5 declares, "Look at the nations and watch and be utterly amazed. For I am going to do something in your days that you would not believe, even if you were told." This is that season. The magnitude of what God is about to do through you will stretch beyond logic and language. People will hear your story and know that only God could have written it. You have endured isolation, misunderstanding, and hidden battles, not just for your growth, but for others' awakening. Your victory is a spark meant to ignite faith across others' lives. What heaven births in you will break chains in others. Like Joseph, who fed nations through his faithfulness, or Esther, who saved her people through her courage, your obedience is bigger than your personal success. It is heaven's strategy for transformation. Every time you stayed faithful in the dark, heaven wrote a testimony that will now be read in public. Your breakthrough will not whisper, it will thunder. It will reach nations, touch lives, and restore hope to those who thought God had gone silent. Psalm 67:7 promises, "God shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him." That's the level of influence attached to your blessing. It's not fame, it's fragrance. The aroma of your breakthrough will travel, drawing hearts back to God. Chosen one, you are not just receiving a miracle, you are becoming one. Your life is about to become living proof that divine timing is real and that obedience is never wasted. The ripple has begun, your faith has started a movement. The nations will watch, and heaven will get the glory. Your blessing will speak, and when it does, it will echo across the earth. Chosen one, what God is establishing in your life is not temporary, it is transgenerational. This blessing is not meant to expire with you. It is designed to extend through you. You are the bridge between what was broken and what will be built. Heaven is using your obedience to rewrite the story of your entire bloodline. Genesis 17:7 records God's eternal promise. "I will establish my covenant between me and you and your descendants after you for the generations to come." This is that moment. The covenant has shifted. The generational curse that tried to follow your family ends with you, and the generational blessing that begins with you will outlive your name. Every battle you fought wasn't just for your freedom, it was for your children's clarity, your family's redemption, your descendants' inheritance. You stood where others fell, so the ones coming after you could walk on steady ground. Heaven trusted you to carry the weight of transformation because your endurance created a lineage of light. Like Abraham, your faith will speak long after your voice is silent. Like Ruth, your loyalty will build an inheritance greater than you imagined. Like David, your worship will echo through generations, unlocking mercy for those who come after you. Psalm 112:2 declares, "The generation of the upright will be blessed." That blessing has your family's name written on it. Your future generations will reap what you sowed in faith. Your lineage will not just inherit wealth, they will inherit wisdom, favor, and divine covering. Chosen one, heaven is sealing your legacy even now. The prayers of your past have become the protection of your future. You are not only walking into destiny, you are securing destiny for those yet unborn. What begins with you will not end with you. This is divine continuation. This is generational restoration. Your obedience is birthing an eternal legacy. Chosen one, what God is ushering you into now is not a fleeting blessing, it is a flow. The days of survival, scarcity, and striving are coming to an end. You are stepping into divine rhythm, where provision is not something you chase, but something that naturally finds you. This is not a wave, it's a river, and once heaven opens that river, it will not run dry. 2 Kings 4 tells the story of the widow whose oil kept flowing as long as she had vessels to pour into. That is your portion. The oil on your life will not stop as long as you keep pouring into your purpose, into others, into gratitude. The secret to sustained abundance is continuous obedience. You are not called to store the blessing. You are called to circulate it. Exodus 16:35 reveals that manna came daily to the children of Israel. It didn't fall once, it flowed continually. That's how heaven operates. Enough grace for today, fresh favor for tomorrow. God is not just blessing you with provision, He is teaching you the rhythm of rest. You are moving from pressure to peace, from grinding to gliding, from effort to ease. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds you, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you." Prosperity is not meant to drain you, it's meant to carry you. Divine abundance is not a burden, it's a breeze. You are entering a season where things will align effortlessly because they are divinely assigned. The key to sustaining the flow is gratitude. The more you thank Him, the more He entrusts to you. Philippians 4:19 says, "And my God will supply all your needs according to His riches in glory." That supply line never closes. Chosen one, you've fought long enough. The striving season is over. You will no longer labor for every drop. You will live under the overflow. The oil will keep pouring. The manna will keep falling. The grace will keep multiplying. This is not temporary provision. This is permanent flow. You have stepped into sustained ease, the rhythm of divine supply. Chosen one. This is the moment where belief becomes manifestation. Heaven has already signed, sealed, and released what you've been praying for, but now it requires activation through faith. The check has been written in your name. Your words will be the signature that cashes it. Mark 11:24 declares, "Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." This is not about wishing, it's about knowing. The realm of heaven responds not to emotion, but to expectation. You are not waiting on God anymore. God is waiting on your agreement. Right now, speak it as if it's already done. Thank Him before you see it. Praise Him before it arrives. The moment your spirit says yes, the physical world begins to shift. Heaven moves at the speed of faith. Chosen one, lift your eyes. This is your divine confirmation. The warfare you faced was proof of the weight of what's being delivered. You didn't fight all those battles just to end up empty-handed. You endured because there was something eternal waiting on the other side of endurance. Hebrews 6:15 reminds us, "After waiting patiently, Abraham received what was promised." You have waited, trusted, sown, and persevered. Now it's your turn to receive. You're stepping into what generations before you could only dream of. This blessing is not just about increase, it's about identity. It's heaven confirming who you truly are. Chosen, anointed, and appointed for such a time as this. The same voice that spoke, "Let there be light," is now declaring over you, "Let there be release." As you enter this next chapter, move differently. Speak life intentionally. Carry yourself as one already favored, already funded, already free. The more you align with abundance, the faster it multiplies. Proverbs 18:21 reminds you, "The tongue has the power of life and death." So let every word you speak agree with heaven's decree. Don't let this message stop with you. Someone connected to you needs to hear this word right now. Share this video, send it to a friend, or repost a quote that spoke to you. You might be the vessel God uses to confirm someone else's breakthrough. When you spread revelation, you multiply manifestation. Chosen one, this is your Kairos moment, the intersection where faith meets fulfillment. Heaven's vault is open, the check is cleared, and the blessings are in transit. Now say this aloud. This is my time. Heaven has remembered me. My check is signed, my breakthrough is live, and my name is written in the record of divine favor. Walk in it, speak like it, live like it. Heaven is backing you. The promise is fulfilled. The release is now.